Hello and please. Okay, we just had a little blip of energy there. So welcome to today's Spotlight series, the Crystal Clinic. And we are going to be talking about ancient mythology about obelisks. And let's see, trying to figure out how okay. So, now that I've cleared something off my screen, hopefully I will be able to see any of your comments. Please say hello, and it always takes me a moment to just kind of ground with this energy as I also connect energetically, mentally, and emotionally with my guides and the topic for today. So let's just ground for a moment. So, what is an obelisk? How is it different from, let's say, a crystal pillar or a wand? All great questions, right? Okay, so this is a wand. All right, and sometimes people refer to this shape, which is an obelisk, as a crystal wand because you could use it as a crystal wand, right? And it's really more of a pillar. This kind of short-ish, because here we go with an actual obelisk. And this happens to be calligraphy jasper. Let's see, can you see it? Yeah. And it has gold. Let me try this light and see if it's actually going to help you see the colors. Oh yeah, all right. So this is calligraphy jasper, also called Miriam jasper. Yeah. And it's really amazing. It's got all this gold and black. This is natural made, as in nature made. And this is an obelisk. This is more of a pillar or a wand. And this is what I would consider a mini pillar. This is clear quartz. And all of these beauties that I'm sharing with you as examples are from my personal collection. This is mosaic chalcedony, which also has quartz in it, different kinds. This is all natural. It's not lab created. Hold it like that so you can see the different. This is from Brazil. This one happens to be from Arkansas, and I love the little inclusions. We'll talk more about inclusions in a different spotlight in the Crystal Clinic, but this is clear quartz from Arkansas. I just got correct. This one is actually from Madagascar, and they called it a crystal prism. See if you can see look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Okay, so this one is green zebra jasper. Now we do have some of these and the mosaic chalcedony. Everything that I'm showing you, we have in the shop as well. So this is green zebra jasper. This is lapis. Now we have some top polished points. And this is a piece of sodalite to give you an idea what I mean by top polished. So the top point is polished, and then its bottom or the lower 3/4 to a half is natural. So we do actually have some sodalite, but we have some lapis. This is from Afghanistan. And there's my ring light. This is a gorgeous piece of rhodonite. Look at that pink and black. Isn't it beautiful? This pattern almost reminds me of seaweed that I used to see when I was a little girl and we would go skin diving. I didn't ever go scuba diving, but my dad used to have a 21-foot cabin cruiser boat, And on the long weekends, we would go further south along some of the keys and go camping for the weekend, like maybe 3-4 days. This is a beautiful piece of orbicular ocean jasper. Absolutely divine. Okay, so what's the magic? The ancient mythology about obelisks. Well, in ancient Egypt, and you can see a lot of the obelisks today, whether you see it online or you actually get to go there. Maybe someday I'll get to go. So, the ancient Egyptians thought that by creating these huge, really tall obelisks, that they would pierce the heavens with the point and get closer to their gods and goddesses, to the deities. So in a way, we can still use that or tap that mythology, that energy, the intent, by piercing through any energies to reach our higher consciousness, to further develop our spirituality, our intuition, to bring more of the heaven and earth energies together, or create more of a bridge, a bridge, so that you can tap into more of the messages, the guidance, the answers, the nudges that you're getting every day, possibly all day, and perhaps missing some of them. Now, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that you, beautiful soul, are probably tuned into more of your inner self, your inner intuitive self, and your guides, everything that they have for you, than you've ever been. And if you aren't yet, it's something that you can grow into, I mean, by energetically, emotionally, spiritually. And there's always room for a higher vibe. Now, yes, that's my opinion, and I strive to clear my vibe, my Charlie, my conscious mind has just been, I have threatened to give him a timeout, let's put it that way today. Several times. So, obelisk. Pierce the heavens. Move the veil. You can do kind of like a little magic wand waving. And if you want to clear out energy from like your crown chakra area so that you are receiving more direct transmissions, telepathy, insights, messages, nudges, answers, counterclockwise. And you don't have to go like really fast, just a little slowly. And then take a breath. 3 breaths. And then you'll either get something right away, depending upon how well developed your connection is, or, and that's kind of a misnomer, because you don't, yes, it depends somewhat on how well connected you are. It also depends on how much you have detached from an outcome, or like getting it right now. The answer, the direction, the confirmation, the validation, the whatever it is you're asking for. And I kind of left out a part. So before you pierce the heavens, okay, counterclockwise, or create like a funnel, okay, I would ask your question, you can write it down. Be very, very, very specific and succinct. Don't load your question with like 10 different things. And you might want to practice writing it out and seeing if that's what it is you really want to say, because you'll get an answer at some point, whether it is instantaneous, whether it's in the next 10 minutes, the next hour, maybe in the next day or two. Remember, you get to be in alignment in every way, spiritually, energetically, and emotionally, to be able to hear, to see, to feel, to sense, to recognize the information. And if your question isn't specific enough or clear enough, you won't get an answer that really helps you. You will get an answer and it will be appropriate for what it is that you asked about. So it's like, what is my next step for? Let's see, what else could we say? Is it in my best and highest, is it in my highest and best interest to do X, not X and Y and Z, but one thing. Because if you ask about 3 things in the same question, you'll get a yes, but what is it to? Can you be absolutely certain that it's to A and B and C, or X and Y and Z? I would ask 3 separate questions. Actually, I would ask 1 and let it sit for a while. So if you get it like right now, or you get it tomorrow, I would allow it to just really settle before you ask the next one. So what do you do with a pillar? A pillar, you can do something similar. It depends on what it is. I just love this guy. Isn't he? It just, now the inclusions are just on the one side. Or, yeah. But when you turn it towards the front, let's see. Yeah. Look at that. That's not really the front. But doesn't it look like it's totally full? I'm so glad this one wanted to stay with me. Just beautiful. Okay. Enough fussing. So, what do you do with these? Pierce the energy, pierce the veil. You can hold it in between your hands. If you want a more directed, be careful because this would be really powerful. You can hold it with the point into your left hand, and even for all beautiful lefty souls, it is the same. Energy, put this down, energy comes in through the left and out through the right. No matter which hand dominant, which hand of yours is dominant, right or left, the energy flow is the same. So point into the palm of your left hand and the base and the palm of your right hand, and allow the energy to circulate through you. Now, while I'm talking, I'm going to put this down because I don't want to drop him. So what are some of the characteristics, metaphysical characteristics? If you are feeling disjointed, ungrounded, unbalanced, not aligned, Mosaic Chalcedony is for you, because this reminds me of like a glass art, stained glass window. And look at how beautiful the pattern is. So even when you feel disjointed, if you would hold or have Mosaic Chalcedony near you, it would help you out. Green zebra jasper, heart chakra, health, wealth, and abundance. Also, this is one of the fur baby stones, green zebra jasper. Quartz magnifies the energy of everything else. Lapis, stone of communication, definitely for self-expression and getting your point across, even just to yourself. Calligraphy, jasper. Writing out your purpose, getting very clear. And this would also be for manifesting, because you've got the gold and the black. So grounding, manifesting, empowerment, your solar plexus. Rhodonite, heart chakra, root chakra, love energy, healing, forgiveness, love vibe. Raise your emotional energy. And then one of my new favorites, because this has just been, for me, discovered in the last 3 years, orbicular ocean jasper, stone of Atlantis and Lemuria, tapping into the ancient energies and into your ancient part of your soul, and helping to bring some of that energy from the other realms into this one to help you along your way. If you have any questions about the mythology, which is the ancient Egyptians felt that the taller the obelisk, the more it would pierce the heavens, or the veil in between them and their gods and goddesses, and they would be closer to them. Stay tuned for next week, or join us next week, Wednesday at the same time, and please share this, like, say hi, comment, and we'll be back next week for something else, for the Crystal Clinic Spotlight Series. I'm Angel Lady Terry Marie. Please do visit our shop, AngelLadyCrystalsBoutique.com, and see which of these guys resonates with you to add to your collection, to grow spiritually, mentally, emotionally, and energetically. Until next time, namaste, beautiful soul.